Well, hello. Long time no see. For those who subscribe and actually the small bunch that watch my videos, you're probably wondering, hey, where's Brian? He supposedly moved to this mecca of largemouth bass territory, and we haven't seen or heard of him for weeks. Well, the problem is that Brian developed what they call a sado aneurysm or sado aneurysm. Basically, back in 2020, I had surgery to remove a tumor. The tumor was wrapped around the artery going to my right leg. He wasn't quite sure if he got all the tumor because he was kind of scraping on that artery and he didn't want to do it. Well, that scraping weakened the wall of the artery, and it didn't pop, but it expanded. And so there's a threat of it popping. And before I can get into and get that fixed, no heavy lifting. So no heavy lifting means no kayak, which is depressing. It's an 86-pound kayak plus another probably 20 pounds of gear. So yeah, no heavy lifting means no kayak for Brian. And I'm not in Oregon anymore, and I'm used to when I can't use the kayak, then I just can't go fishing. Because bank access in Oregon, forget it. It's just not there. In the Salem area, anyway. But here, there is bank access, and especially here at Kickapoo State Park. And I'm at Sportsman's Lake, and there's like a pond. There's an access to the lake, to the pond. But it's kind of heavily weeded, and yeah, I probably get my kayak back in here, but what's the point? Because the ponds, I can almost cast clear across from one side to the other, and there's really good bank access. So I thought, you know what? Let's give it a try. And I wanted to try this lure that I ordered from Etsy, and it actually came from the Ukraine, Odessa, Ukraine, actually. And I got it. It finally came to me in February, and I've just been waiting for the water to warm up, and I'm kind of thinking we're close to spawn now. I did go fishing at Lake Mingo a while back before I discovered the sado aneurysm, and I did go fishing at Georgetown where the little vermilion was dammed up. Didn't get a nibble in either one. The water temp was like 55, 57 degrees. And boy, was Lake Mingo shallow. I really was surprised that Lake Mingo was as shallow as it is. I mean, I was lucky to get over 10 feet in 3/4 of the lake. So, no, I didn't get near where the dam is. Maybe it's deeper there, but yeah, it was pretty bad. But anyway, here I am at Kickapoo. I'm going to do some bank fishing, so I don't have to do any heavy lifting. And I'm going to try and try this little kind of like a top water snake-looking lure. I'll show it. I'll show it to you here. So let's get out of the truck here and see what we got going on. Whoops. Kind of a snaky dude. I put a 4/0 hook on there. I don't remember the name of those kind of type of hooks, but it's kind of a wide gap hook there. So I just kind of caught that almost like a weedless situation. But thought I would give that a try. I got different colors available. But I also brought a sunfish magabass, what is that, super gill? Like a sunfish. I have there's a pond over here. It's got a little bit of bank access to it, but I also can launch my kayak into that, and I'll do that when I can get fixed. But the one that I have is this one here. It's really kind of shallow, it looks, but I actually did see, I was out here just the other day with the wife, and I did see like a 1.5, maybe a 2-pound largemouth is kind of lazily swimming along. So maybe we're in post spawn. So let's give this a try. And right now I see all kinds of bluegill swimming around down there. let's see what this thing does here. Yeah, I don't know if it's, doesn't look like it's a floater. But there you go. Bluegill was interested in it. Dude, this thing is bigger than you. Yeah, it's doing okay. It's doing okay. Oh boy, here comes an in-camera landing. Oh, they're mad. Bunch of bluegill just all right there. You know, and that's a sign of a healthy, self-sustaining fishery. You know, you just don't... only other pond fishing, bank fishing area that I knew about in Oregon was St. Louis ponds. And, you know, in a good fishery, you would see... There's a bluegill going after it again. Fish in the real shallows, real small bait fish in the shallows. You walk up to the bank, you have frogs jumping in the water or something. Yeah, just really good, healthy wildlife, fish life. But at St. Louis Ponds in Oregon, just north of Kaiser, I didn't see anything like that. Now, I did see occasionally the bobber going down or something like that, but, well, you talk about dead water. I don't think it's very self-sustained. The only time you can catch anything there is when the state comes and stocks it with a bunch of SSTs. And what's an SST? I'll tell you what an SST is. Bluegill took a nibble of it. SST is a starving stock trout. They put a bunch of rainbow trout in a small area, starving to death, and it doesn't really require much talent to catch any of them. There's supposed to be crappie, you know, bluegill, stuff like that in there. I've never seen anything like that. I don't see the life of the smaller hatchlings in the shallows like here. I mean, I just see just bluegill everywhere, you know, and that's a good, that means this pond's got life, you know, and where there's small ones, there's going to be bigger ones. Just a matter of trying to find them. But I don't see anything like that at St. Louis Ponds. Never saw any life along the bank. Not like this. But these bluegill are just pecking it and pecking it. I could see him. Here he's going and he's grabbing the tail. So, you know, the bluegill seem to be interested in this. Let's change color and see what happens. Okay, kind of a lime green color. It's just amazing, you know. You see just these little tiny guys interested in something that's that long. But it doesn't look like I got a largemouth patrolling the area. There's a bluegill. Liking that tail. Boy, he's really liking that tail. He's like, ooh, I want that tail. Nibble, nibble. I want that tail. Followed it all the way till I only had like 2 or 3 inches left. Oop, there we go. Oh! There was somebody sitting right there at that culvert pipe. But they're really, I mean, he has to inhale the whole thing to really get a good hook set. He had a hold of it, but he probably just had a hold of the tail. But it really needs to be more of like a hollow body, or I just have to get like a 5/0. Probably get a 5/0 on there. I don't think I have any 5/0s left. Let me show you what I mean. Okay. So make sure I got this. Okay, so you have the main body here, and when the fish clomps down on it, you only get maybe that much a hook. There's just too much body here. So a 4/0 hook really is not going to give you much of a hook set. So probably should have this on a 5/0 hook. And I think I have a 5/0 with a weighted or a spring lock. And that might be a little bit better to try. Okay, I do have a 5/0 offset with weighted hook, and I thought, okay, I really should give this a try. The Ukrainian lure from Etsy. I tried the third color, and being I do have a 4/0, but I had a 5, so, but it's on a 1/4 ounce weight. We shall see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the other pond over there. Since I'm here, I'll try that. It looks like I could probably launch off my kayak from here too. Okay, here we go. Well, that's a pretty good sized bluegill too. Oh, those are good sized bluegills. You know, even with that 1/4 ounce weight, this thing is not dropping fast. Get that weed off of there. It's so thick and so buoyant. But I think I found what to put it on. Okay, I'm back. The battery died over here. Looks like they're feeding. I got a boil going on. Bluegill just scattered here. Oh, look at the boils. Oh yeah, there's somebody there. I can see him. Yep, he just went after some bluegill probably. And boy, I can't wait to get, What are you? Oh. Oh, it's a bass. Oh, the bass is going after a bluegill, and he got it. There, he just got it. You can see him up on the surface. Again, I'm dealing with clear water here. So it is really oh, it's a big old carp. Big old carp. Okay, we got a perch colored. No, that's a bass sitting there in those weeds. He's coming right at me too. Oh. Small bass. Small bass was on this. Well, you guys just get the piss. Just go away. You're noisy as heck. but I can see the smaller fry, largemouth. Like this one. Okay, oh, all right, there you go. You know, little guys like that, they're on the hunt. The one that was over here. Dang it. Oh man, he bit that thing. Bit it in half. Ah, got a mouthful of rubber. He bit that thing in half. No, it's fine. I was watching a video, realistic fishing, and he was complaining about how these anglers in boats while you're bank fishing will just come within feet of you. And it's true, they do. The age of courtesy fishing is over, but I got Canadian geese doing it. You saw who got elected for president twice now, didn't you? You honestly think people really give a hoot about others anymore?